Hello class, in this video I will go over some of the new changes in APA edition 7, and I will also provide and compare edition 6 and 7 so you can see the difference between both of the versions. So the noticeable changes in APA 7th edition include introduction to professional and student format, changes in references, additional fonts, updates in the title page, updated guidelines for inclusive and bias-free language, changes in spacing. Now, if we talk about the changes in reference and in-text citation, some of the very prominent changes are the changes in publisher location, some of the changes in in-text citation, label DOI, URL changes, web title page, surname in reference list. So let's start with the publisher location. So in APA version 6, the publisher location is included in the reference. So this is an example. So the location is included in the reference here. So this is a reference of a book. So when you do APA version 7, the location is not included in the reference. Okay, so the location is not included here. In text citation, the APA version 6 required 3 or more authors to be included in the first citation. However, when you do the second citation, you don't need you just need the first author name and then you put EPAL. For example, in the narrative version, you're putting 3 or 4 authors' name, and first citation will be their names and the year. Same. But if it's the second citation, you use the first name and EPAL. In APA version 7, APA 7 version 7 does not require 3 or more authors' name to be included in the first citation. So the first citation can just be author's last name and EPAL. Okay, so you don't have to, you don't need to put the names in the first citation. Just the last name and EPAL. Now the label DOI. Again, version 6 required DOI label when you're citing the article. You put DOI number, correct? And in version 7 does not require DOI label. So you put the reference, you put the address HTTP and take out the label DOI, okay? So version 7 does not require DOI label. URL changes. So another change that was prominent. APA 6 format requires URL is preceded by retrieved from. This article is retrieved from. So this is a news article citation. Now in APA 6 it was done as a retrieved from, but APA 7 does not require retrieved from. So you can put the citation, you just take out the retrieved from and the link. So with the link, this is the example. All right, so web title page in version 6, the web title page is not italicized. Okay, however, in 7 version 7, the web title page should be italicized. So this is the article web title page. This from CNN. I got this article. You have to italicize the web title page. That's a change. In version 6 does not require it. Version 7 requires it. Surnames and reference list. Okay, so we are covering the surnames and reference list. In APA version 6, surnames and initials for up to 7 authors were required in the reference list. However, in version 7, APA version 7, surnames and initials for up to 20 authors are required in the reference list. So version 6 required only 7 authors, but 7 requires up to 20 authors, so I have to list all the 20 authors here. However, in the version 6 I just put 6 or 7 authors here. And let's discuss how to set the APA paper format. So APA introduced 2 versions. Now this is a professional format and a student format. The difference between professional format and student format is that professional format requires a running head. However, no longer includes the word running head. So it does require a running head, but there is no need to put the word running head. I'll show you in the next as an example. So how to set the paper? Set the margins to 1 inch, set the spacing to double between the sentence, add page to the header on the right side of the page. Now the title page. Now title page changed a little bit. There's some additional information you required for version 7. So again, the title page, we are in the professional program, so we will follow the professional format, which includes the running head on the left top and page number. Then when you come to the title page content, you need the title of the paper, your name of the university, course number or course name, the instructor, name of the instructor, and the due date. Now this is the professional format. Again, takes the header, but no running head. I did not write running head. So this is the student version. There is no running head. Again, title of the paper, my student full name, and then you write university and department, which department this paper is going to. So Department of Occupational Therapy, comma, and DayPath University. Then the course number. So you have to write the course number and then the course name. So put course number and course name. Then Professor Mary, you have to follow. You have to ask your professor how they like to be called. This doctor, Dr. Mary, Professor Mary, and then the due date. Same with the student format here. This is the student format. Exactly same thing except the running head. Now how to set the reference page. Now heading of the reference list should be in bold, okay, and it always goes as references. It says references, not a reference. Um, all the citations or reference should be in hanging indent. They should be two spacing. They should be two spacing always. That's what we said. Arrange references in alphabetical order. So A, B, C. You have to arrange them alphabetically. Now how to arrange the APA style paper. First is your title page. Second page is your abstract. Then your text. Then comes your references. After references, you put your footnotes, tables, figure, and appendices. Now, some of the common citations used in MOT program, I put their format. So like print journal, article in electronic journal, mostly used. MOT, article in print paper or article in electronic newspaper, government agency. So you can look at these formats just to help to get the outline and to arrange your references in order. You have some good resources here also, which will help you. I attached the link. You can definitely look at the link and refer the out. This is a very excellent source also. So again, covers all the aspects which I have mentioned before. Now, if we talk about the in-text citation, now I give few of the examples here for in-text citations. So if you're using a direct quote, how to write the in-text citation. There are three different ways that you're using direct quote. So just familiarize yourself with the content and how to correctly do in-text citation. This is a very important topic. And paraphrasing, when you're paraphrasing the citation, in-text citation is page number, but you also have to understand how, when to put the date and when to put, in which order you have to put the date and the name. So these are three different ways you can do the in-text citation. Mechanics of style, very important change in version 7. You're using one space after a period. In version 6, you require two spaces, but in version 7, you're doing only one space after a sentence. So It's a sentence, full stop, only one space after this full stop. The quotation marks, use quotation marks around the linguistic examples instead of italics. For example, when you're writing, I give the correct example here. I was provided with agree or disagree choice during the interview. So you have to put them in the quotation marks before in version 6 you italicize them. So that's the thing for a new change. Inclusive and bias-free language. So APA really focus on bias-free language in version 7, which includes update guidelines on writing gender, racial, disability, and age. So AP also endorse or encourage singular pronouns, such as each student submit his or her dressing handicap. But the correct format to use would be their, instead of his or her. APA also encouraged first-person language. That's the incorrect way is the stories about a autistic child. The correct way is the stories about a child with autism. So the first person, there are people, or we say the poor people, the people living in poverty. So it should be the first person. Okay. Use of labels. Very APA version 7 again focus on very provide specific guidelines how to address the racial or gender disability. So if we're talking about in our paper Asian participants, we have to be specific. So you put some of the Chinese or Indian participants. So again, the Asian will be a full bracket. We have to be very specific when talking right about race. Now incorrect again. The poor people face more challenges. So correct way will be people living in poverty faces more challenges. Again, now this is the age, so the study include participants over 55. You have to be specific. The study includes participants age over 55. So it's again providing more specific instructions there. And there, APA version 7 also introduces a variety of fonts, which includes Calibri, Arial, Unicode, Times New Roman, and Georgia. So we are focusing our in MOT program. We will be following Times New Roman 12 size. That's the standard in the MOT program. Now AP also introduced different updated the heading styles. But the heading style we will be going is the centered, bold, title case, which is our regular standard. Again, now we'll go over a little bit outlines of what is plagiarism. So plagiarism is using someone else's work or idea and present as your own work without giving the original source the credit. That is plagiarism. So if you're using my work and you don't give me the credit of the idea, that will be plagiarism. Now, what is self-plagiarism? Using your previous work from the other class or course and reusing the same work is self-plagiarism. If I did some one assignment for level 1 research and submit the same assignment in the other course, another research course, as it's my original work and I've never used it before, that will be self-plagiarism. Now, how to avoid plagiarism? So plagiarism can be avoided by giving credit to the original source by using citation and reference, and paraphrasing the work to support your work, and providing credit to the original source. Again, providing credit using in-text citation is very important to avoid plagiarism. Now, to avoid plagiarism, we do paraphrasing. So paraphrasing is a source which provide you an opportunity to use someone else's idea or work to support your content. When you paraphrase the idea, you must also provide credit to the original source. I mean, again, if you're taking the idea and using it to help your content, and not providing the citation or not providing the credit to the original source, that will be again plagiarism. So whenever you paraphrase it, it must follow with the original source. So you should provide the original source also. And this is just an example how to do the paraphrasing. And I do have a small quiz here which you can do after reviewing the website.